Hello everyone, I'm Women International Master Knarik and I'm using the chesswithknarik.com website to record this video. In this video, we're going to see different pawn races. And what are pawn races? As we said in previous videos, pawn races are when both sides have passed pawns and are trying to promote. And usually promoting first is giving us the advantage sometimes. And so here, let's see, in this position, we have white pass pawn, black has pass pawn as well. Our pass pawn needs two moves to promote. The black pass pawn also needs two moves to promote. Now, naturally, usually when there is just king and a queen on the chessboard, this game is going to end in a draw because we cannot just checkmate our opponent with only one queen on an open chessboard where the king can just move anywhere. And of course, with the help of their queen, this will never be possible. But in some special cases, we can checkmate. For example, in this specific position, if we look at, let's say, what's going to happen when we promote, white promotes first and black promotes right on the same turn. And here, yeah, we can take advantage of this special position, for example, to win the black queen, because if we notice, the black king and queen, they're on the same file. So we can set up a skewer by moving our queen to a8, checking the king. The black king is just going to move anywhere to the b file, and then we can just win the black queen and win this game. So this is a special position where this was possible. Now, also sometimes, let's say after promotion, it's also possible for us to win when both sides are promoting, both sides have queens. It's also possible for us to checkmate sometimes, but that happens only when our opponent king is on the edges of the chessboard, because then they won't have many moves to do. Plus, our king should be close as well to be helping. For example, if in this position our king were on the c4 square, we would be able to checkmate black very easily. Let's say with our queen moving to a8, that would be checkmate. So it's possible then to win when there's king and queen on the chessboard, but only in special cases when we can, let's say, either create a skewer to win our opponent's queen, or we can checkmate the opponent's king if the king is on the edge and our king is helping. Now, of course, let's look at this position and let's see. Of course, here we were not ever going to consider moving our king, doing a king move, because that was just going to waste time, and black was just going to push the pawn and promote before we do. So why waste time when the king, when our pawn doesn't need our king's support? We don't have to waste time moving our king. We could have just promoted first, and here, just because we wasted that move, we won't be able to win anymore. It's true that yes, black also won't win. We cannot lose this position with white, but we lost our chance to win. So going back, it's very important in pawn end games. Every single move is very important. We don't waste any move uh, if it's not really necessary. Let's say here moving the king, that was really not necessary, and it was wasting a move that cost us winning the game. Now let's go to the next position. In this next position, again, we have a pass pawn that's trying to promote. It needs three moves to promote, while the black pass pawn needs four moves to promote. So this should be something good for us. But the problem is that we cannot just send our pawn alone right now, because the black king is just going to be able to capture it. And now we have to play correctly and stop this pawn from promoting. It's possible, of course, and we have such videos showing how we can, with white, stop this pawn from promoting. And as a fast reminder, because the key squares of this pass pawn are these three squares, and the black king must occupy one of these squares if black wants to win. And surely with a white king, we will never allow that to happen, and this will end in a draw for sure. So let's go back. But we don't want a draw. We want to win this. So we don't want to give up our pawn. Definitely not. But what we can do is use our king to support the pawn when we want to push it to the d6 square. So let's see, we can push the king forward, and now our next move when we push our pawn, that's going to be a safe move. So here, let's see, black is definitely, again, not wasting time, but pushing the pawn, because, okay, what to do with the king? If black is going to play a move with the king, there's no really a useful move that black can do here. So why waste time? Just push the pawn. Now white pushed as well. again, black can try to stop our pawn from pushing further by moving the king, but it means that black use the move on the king. So we can do exactly the same thing, use a move with our king to support our pawn's promotion, which is not going to be bad for us at all. We can just play that. And if black pushes the pawn, we're also going to be able to push. And again, we promoted first. Is this going to be good for us or not? Black also promoted. Now, it's true that I don't see the black king and queen on the same file or diagonal or rank. So I won't be able to skewer right away. But I see that they are one file away from each other. I see that the black king and the black queen are one file away from each other, which means that if I can just get that king, push that king to the file of the black queen, then I will be able to create a skewer. So what if we try to do that? Since our king is close and is helping and is blocking the black king movement to the D file, then I can easily check the black king, doesn't matter either from C8 or from C7, and now the black king is going to definitely move to the B file, and then we will be able to create the skewer and be able to win the black queen and definitely win this game with an extra queen. Now, let's see the next position. In the next position here, we have the white pieces. Again, in this pawn race, we need 2 moves to promote. Black also needs 2 moves to promote. And I see something very special in this position. I see that when black is promoting, black's queen and king are being on the same diagonal, which means that, again, we can try to use a skewer to win that queen after promotion. So let's see. Then I'm just pushing my pawn. Black's pushing their pawn. I'm promoting. And black's promoting, and as we said before, here we are, the black queen and king are on the same diagonal, which means that on the A5 E1 diagonal we can create a skewer, and there we are, and win the black queen right on the next turn with a check. Black king moves away, we win the queen. Now, in this position, it was really interesting also to see what was going to happen if we tried to stop this black pawn from promoting with our king first and then go and promote on our own. So let's see, since it's our turn and the black pawn is so close to our king, we can get in the square of that black pawn and probably we will be able to stop it and promote our own pawn. So let's see, we get in the square of the black pawn. The black pawn pushes, of course. Black wants to promote. So we are stopping that pawn again. We don't want it to promote. That's why we started moving our king instead of our pawn. Now, but what if instead of just giving this pawn to us by just pushing it and giving it to us, what if black defends that pawn? And here, when we push our pawn, it's true, we want to promote next with a check. But here, black is already promoting with a check and is going to win this game, because once our king moves away, black will be able to just very easily with a queen stop our pawn from promoting, just capture it and win this game. So it's very important that we calculate in each position what is exactly winning. Here our opportunity was just to realize that when we promote and black promotes, there will be a skewer, and we should win like that, in that way. But otherwise, if we had tried to use our king in order to win this game, it was not going to work. We were even going to lose this game. Let's see the next position. In this next position, we have, it looks like, again, we're going to promote at the same time, because I have a white pass pawn that hasn't moved yet. Black has a pass pawn that hasn't moved yet. It means that whenever I promote, black is going to promote right after me. And let's see what's going to happen then. Again, we're going to have king and a queen and king and a queen on the chessboard. But again, I see something special in this position. I see that when black is promoting on the G1 square, which means that G1 and the E3 square that the black king is on, they are on the same diagonal. And again, we can take advantage of a skewer then and win the black queen. So here, again, with white, I don't really need to worry or try to do anything. Because anyways, trying to interfere with our king is not really going to help, because that black pawn is going to promote. And we're just going to be wasting time with our king. So let's go. We're pushing our pawn for sure. And remember sometimes when we're doing this exercise with different students, sometimes they forget that we can push the pawn twice. They push once, but that will mean that we will not be able to win this game because black will definitely jump and promote before us. It's true that we're not going to lose this game. We're also going to promote, but we won't have the opportunity to win. Make sure that you don't forget that we're pushing the pawn twice. Black is pushing definitely. So we have the same pace here, and neither black can try to stop the white pawn because the white king will be helping, nor white can try to stop the black pawn. So we're just pushing in this pawn race. We're just pushing pawns. White's promoting first, black's promoting next, and as expected, yes, the black queen is now on the same diagonal as the black king. So we can use this diagonal for us to create a skewer and win that black queen. And here we are with queen to a7. That's a check. Black king must move away, and we're able to win the black queen and definitely win the game with an extra queen. Now, let's see. In the next position that we are seeing, again, white needs 2 moves to promote, and black also needs 2 moves to promote. And again, I noticed something special in this position. It seems that we can use maybe a skewer again, because when black is promoting, black's promoting on the C1 square, and the black king is on the F4 square, which means that maybe we can use this diagonal for us to create a skewer. But will we be able to do that? Our queen is going to be on A8. So let's look at this. If we just push and promote first, it's true we promoted first, and it's true black's promoting after us, and the black king and queen are on the same diagonal. But can we really use this? Can we really create a skewer here? We need to get our king, our queen to here to the h6 square, but we can't really do that in one move. And if we need more than one move to do that, black will be able to just okay, move away or start checking our king, and definitely this is not going to be possible for us to do. So if we just push our pawn and promote, it's not working. We need to use another way for us to win this game. And what can we do in this game? Now we can use another strategy to win. Here, we notice that our king is close to the square of the black's passed pawn. All we need to do is move our king in that square, and then we will be able to stop the black pawn from promoting. So here, we can just play the king to the e2 square. So after moving our king to the e2 square, black can push the pawn, maybe, but then we can always stop the black pawn from promoting. And here, after stopping the black pawn, we will be able to promote our pawn. It's true that in this position, black does have another pass pawn that they can use, but that pass pawn is too far from the promotion square. That pawn needs 4 squares to promote, while our pawn needs just 2 squares. So it's going to be very easy for us to win this game, because what's most important is that we don't need to waste time here capturing this pawn on c2, because okay, that pawn is not really causing any danger. I don't really have to waste time on that. I should just promote as fast as possible and stop the black pawn from promoting. That's the priority here. And anytime later, we can just capture this c2 pawn without any problems. And here,